love you. I should have believed you. I'm sorry. It's his company. He tampered with that tribute. Now he's using this so-called display of honesty to try to get your 25%. I know I've hurt you, sweetheart. I made you vulnerable to him. But please, don't let him use this to divide us. Please, please, don't fall for it.
I can't believe this. It wasn't Steffi. She was telling the truth the whole time. It was Justin Barber.
I know, it's Bill Spencer's right-hand guy. Steffi had nothing to do with it.
And you knew the whole time.
I know. I should have gone to your dad the minute I knew something was up.
Yeah, why didn't you? I mean, what, were you being pressured into it or something?
Well, honestly, in retrospect, I should have been more worried about your dad.
Look, I'm really sorry about that. No matter how upset he was, he shouldn't have hit you.
What? Hope, are you kidding me? Mr. Forrester had every right to hit me.
No,
so do
he
you.
didn't, no.
So do you. So does your mom. Even Steffi had a right to hit me. I mean, you should hit me right now. You should do it. Go ahead. Hit me right now. Go ahead. I can take it. I deserve it. I'm ready. Go ahead.
You didn't really think I hit you, did you?
Well, you should. I mean, it might help my guilt have screwed up your life enough.
Liam, you are not the one who changed that tribute.
Yeah, but I knew all about it. I kept my mouth shut. That's just as bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe if you were trying to intentionally hurt me or my mom or Steffi, then yeah. But you weren't, okay? You were pressured into it.
Yeah, that's not how your dad sees it. Or Mrs. Forrester, by the way.
Look, Liam, I can see how upset you are about this. And my family will, too. You've just got to give them some time. You know, like a couple decades or so. In the meantime, let's go get your face cleaned up, all right? Come with me.
Sweetheart, you're not seriously considering selling your stock to this man.
All you really want is your father to say that from now on you'll come first in his life. Isn't that right? But he hasn't said that, has he?
Look, Spencer, I came to make things right with my daughter.
So you say you're sorry now that you know Steffi didn't alter that tribute. Are you sorry enough to put your daughter first instead of always kowtowing to your wife? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that. And if you're honest with yourself, Forrester, so do you.
Steffi, you and I need to talk, but not in front of a man with his own agenda. Getting your shares of Forrester.
I'm prepared to pay Steffi very handsomely for those shares.
There are things more important than money, Spencer.
Like loyalty to Daddy? The same Daddy who shoves you aside for a wife who is never far from her next scandal?
Bill, I know you're salivating over my 25%. I also know you'll do whatever I need to clear my name. Even speak to my father, and I will always be grateful for that. But my dad is my dad. Dad, there are things that I need to talk to you about. So I'm going with you now. But if that means going back for more of the same and nothing will change, then this will have been a waste of time for both of us.
Steffi, my offer still stands.
Leave my daughter alone.
sure this is a good idea? I mean, what if, like, your dad or Mrs. Forrester stopped by?
Then I'll shove you in a closet.
Ah.
Besides, I owe you for helping me get through that horde of reporters at the front gate.
Is that really, like, what it's like for you now all the time? Like, you can't go anywhere without paparazzi hunting you?
Getting used to it.
I'm so sorry. Like, it wouldn't even be this way if I hadn't...
You know what? Just don't. Don't, really. I mean, yes, I wish you had come forward sooner. Or that the tribute had just never happened, but, it did. And you know what? I think it's good that I found out the truth about my mother and Oliver. I mean, it would have surfaced anyway. It was really awful the way it was exposed, you know, so public like that.
Yeah. Well, I blame myself.
Don't. But I mean, if Bill Spencer or Justin Barber walked in here right now, I'd punch them both right in the face.
Hey. So how'd it go? Did you get Steffi to sell you her shares?
Not yet. But this was just the opening volley.
I see. So, details?
First, there's something I need to tell you, and you're not going to be happy about it. But just know that however it happened, Brooke created this mess for herself, and it was bound to come out sooner or later.
What are you talking about?
Steffi knows that it was someone in my organization that manipulated her tribute.
Someone at Spencer Publications did that?
Katie, it is a huge international conglomerate. Now, I certainly try to stay on top of everything, but this one slipped by me.
Bill, I thought we agreed that you were going to keep the story from spreading.
And I tried to, but there was nothing I could do.
This is my sister. Everywhere she goes, she's being hounded by people taking her photos and shouting obscenities at her, not to mention what it's done to her relationship with Hope.
I know that, and I feel terrible about it. If there's something I could do to change it, I would, but I can't. Steffi is another story, however. Ridge thinks he has her safely back in the Forrester fold now that he's apologized for not believing her about the tribute. But I think Steffi is still in a lot of pain. And very unpredictable.
Okay, is it me, or was everyone looking at us from the moment we walked through the door, Dad?
I'm going to have Madison email everyone and tell them that Forrester's head of PR is back.
Look, Dad, I'm not so sure about this. You know, after everything that happened, are we just fooling ourselves thinking that this is going to work? You know, especially since Brooke's here and you're more in her corner than ever.
I'm sorry. I know it stings.
That's okay. I'm tough. Stupid, but tough.
You are not stupid.
Oh yeah, what would you call it when a big guy's about to deck you, and you blurt out, "No, don't hit me. I'm your son."
What?
Yeah.
You said that to my dad? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Why?
I don't know. I was freaking out, and I thought he was gonna pulverize me.
Wait, so you just like claimed to be his son?
No. Okay. My mom died recently.
Oh my God, Liam, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. It's okay. She was the best. She was so great. She was beautiful and warm and a bright soul. And she died way too young. It was breast cancer.
It's awful. I'm sorry.
And I never knew my real dad. I only knew my stepdad. And right before she died, she told me about all these articles she had on Forrester Creations. And she said I should go to LA to find my dad. And Yeah, that was the last thing she ever said to me.
Okay, so you really did think that Ridge could have been your dad?
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Well, but why Ridge? I mean, did she give you any kind of clue?
No, it was wishful thinking. I mean, I thought he would be a Forrester because my mom was like a supermodel, you know.
Yeah.
But Ridge said he never even met her. So.
Wow. Wow, you are just full of surprises, aren't you?
Yeah, not good surprises for you. Yeah, I wish I had the guts to stand up to Justin Barber, especially now knowing what it's put you through with the tribute and everything.
Don't worry about me. Really, don't. You know, I'm a survivor. I'll be fine. I kind of have to be, you know, coming into the world under the circumstances that I did. It's a long story.
You too, huh?
Actually, yeah, I never knew my real dad either. I mean, I knew his name, you know, and I knew some stuff about him. But he was never, ever a part of my life, you know, which I kind of think is a good thing, you know. He caused a lot of problems, which is just a whole other story by itself. I'm lucky, though. I am, you know, I've got Ridge, and he's been a great dad to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, for sure he's gonna tell you to stay away from me, and if I were you, I'd listen to him.
Well, you are not me. Look, we've both been through a lot. I think we could both use a friend right now.
I still don't understand how someone at Spencer Publications could be involved in this and you knew nothing about it.
Katie, come on. I know how much you love your sister. If I did something to hurt Brooke, I'd be hurting you as well. What happened happened. All you can do now is be there for your sister. And all I can do is hope that I got through to Steffi. She's not ready to sell her shares yet. But her father will let her down again. And when he does, she'll be ready to sell. And at that point, I will have more shares of Forrester Creations than anyone else. And I will use them to our advantage when Ridge, Eric, and Stephanie least expect it. We're on our way. I promise you, I'm going to get you back that CEO spot that you so covet.
Saying how sorry I am again won't really help, will it?
I'm not sure what will.
I was wrong not to trust you. And I promise you that will never happen again. Can we just move on and get past this? I want that, sweetheart. Please tell me that you do too.
You have this all planned out, don't you?
No, I want to be ready to move the second I get my hands on Steffi's shares.
You can't be sure that'll happen.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Do you know something I don't?
My lips are sealed. Unless, of course, you can come up with some way to get me to start talking.
Oh, I have a few ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You better start talking, mister.
Hmm.
And don't stop until you tell me everything. Especially how you're getting me back in that executive suite. Forrester Creations.
I missed you, Dad.
I've missed you too, sweetheart. This has been one hell of a wake-up call for me.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I want to be honest with you. As much as I'm excited to be back here, back at work, what's changed? Really, everything's still the same. Hope and Brooke are still here. Another scandal rocking the company because of your wife.
Sweetheart, Spencer and his organization sabotaged that tape. What happened with Brooke and Oliver would never have...
Dad, you're doing it again. You're rushing to Brooke's defense. It's like second nature to you. You don't even realize it. Like, that's why I wonder if things are really going to be different this time.
They will be. They will be if we all do our part. You, me, Brooke, the rest of the family. But we have to function together as a team. We have to work together. Steffi, I'm very committed to this, with you by my side. I want us to be close again. I do. I need that.
I want that too.
Then come back to Forrester, sweetheart, please. I'll make it up to you. Things will be different. Trust me, they will.
So, I heard somewhere that putting steak on a bruise will help the swelling go down.
Hope that's a lamb chop.
Tomato, tomato. It's icy, it's cold, it'll help.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, I feel silly.
I think it looks nice. Oh. Things must seem really lonely for you now that you've lost your mom.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the reason she wanted me to come out here, you know, reconnect with family, find my dad.
Yeah.
She worried a lot about me feeling isolated.
I know what that's like.
You feel isolated from your mom?
Not just her. Oliver, too.
So you don't think that you guys will ever get back together?
No.
Or... No.
It's over.
Or not. It's from him, right?
Yeah. He wants to see me.
Well, what do you want?
I want what happened between my mother and Oliver never to have happened. But it did happen. God, he should have known I would never have wanted my first time to be like that.
You... You're a virgin.
Yeah, I am, and proud of it. I thought Oliver was the guy that I wanted to give myself to, but not anymore.
You don't ever see that happening now?
You know, I think I believe them when they say that it was a case of mistaken identity. But every time that I kiss Oliver, you know, I can't stop thinking about that night. You know, he touches me and I feel ill. You know, my whole body just tenses up. The thought of making love to someone who's been with my mother, it's repulsive.
Wow.
And I know it's not fair to Oliver. I still love him. I really do, but when something so beautiful like that gets ruined, I don't know, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe that's why I can't get over it.
There's nothing wrong with you, Hope. It's just the opposite. I mean, you're... Wow. I mean, just... You're... Wow.